I had to remember. So I'm like, oh shit, why am I looking up?
And you're like,
Hey, Pinkies.
Hey guys,
It's me, Keita.
Rachel,
It's Talking Pink.
Couch Edition.
We're having a conversation. And no, this is not the couch. So don't worry. Okay. Okay, that's just my disclaimer. That's all I want to give. Okay.
We would have some great conversations if it was the couch.
No, we wouldn't.
We sliding off.
So, a question was posed to me. I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What is some one, two, maybe three stereotypes that is culturally based? And when I say culturally, I mean like the black community, because that's the only culture I know that you hear all the time, but you don't really necessarily like.
So it's deemed cliche.
It's stereotypical. You have any?
That if you're well spoken, if you speak proper, you're talking like a white girl or a white person.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I hate that.
I hate that shit too. My brother, rest in peace, he used to say that all the time about me. So much so that my nickname used to be White Girl.
Yep, same.
And then it went from White Girl to Cocaine.
Okay, mine wasn't that dark. They used. Oh, you know what? No. They used to call me White Girl, and then they used to call me Hickory. So you know, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where it's Hillary. They're like, "Hey, Hickory."
Oh.
I'm like, shut the fuck.
Oh,
That's
that's
badass.
bad.
Cocaine is not bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'd rather be called Hickory than Snow White or cocaine. Okay.
Ain't nobody said about no Snow White.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, I don't like that one. That's one that's followed me. That still follows me because I was like, I remember us recording. So I'm like, who the hell is? I didn't realize it was me. It's the elevator. I was like, who the fuck said that when we were recording? I didn't know that. I didn't know that I talk like that. I literally had to ask some people. Do I? They're like, hell yeah. Okay, so
But it works in our profession.
it does, like corporately, and I mean, I don't know. That's just how it's not even a put on. This is how I talk. So fuck y'all. Elevator.
I can talk ghetto too.
Same. But no, I feel like if I get too mad,
And
I'm just gonna
three
speak more
languages.
properly and clearly. You know,
Just
like if you get upset to a point to where people can't understand what you're saying, it's like, oh, I heard everything that bitch said. This is what she said. Yeah, it gets clearer. And
what do you mean, your ghetto?
no,
Or your
my
proper?
enunciation of words gets clearer.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you're not gonna misconstrue what the fuck I said.
Oh,
This
so
is
you
what I
say
said.
Every consonant.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So it's that, and then, us being women, black women. We had this conversation in the car. We're just strong, and it's because we have no choice of being strong. And I think that's, you know, what, like you said, a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think to our male counterparts, you know, black men have to be so strong that they aren't able to show any signs of what society deems as weakness, as vulnerability, emotion, or anything like that. I think those are some.
So pretty much, we think the world is fucked up the way it is right now,
Right.
and it's been like that for some time.
Yeah.
And we have to navigate through it, and that fucks us in a lot of ways.
It does. I think, you know, we shouldn't ask so much of our black men or ourselves even, because all we know how to be is strong. All we know how to do is, you know, if it's not getting done, we'll work, we'll provide, we'll take care of
We
it.
do.
And we've been doing that almost to a fault. So even when we have our moments of vulnerability and emotion, that we look at ourselves as, oh, we being a bitch, we being weak. You know, I feel like we need to go back to what put that in our heads Or who put that in our heads?
It's a generational curse.
Started at slavery?
Yeah, I would say so. A lot of dumb shit started at slavery.
Right.
So, yeah. And again, we trying to figure our way out of that fucking
Right.
mess.
Right.
So it's hard. Like,
Right.
it's hard. Like, because you're not going to get somebody that agrees with you 100% of the time.
Right.
You're not going to get somebody that understands you.
Right.
And so, like me, I mean, I'm trying to maneuver my life right now, and I feel alone. And I'm like, okay, well, you came here alone.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna leave this motherfucker alone?
But why is that always our answer?
So you gotta figure this shit out,
Right.
and nobody can figure it out for you.
Right.
So yeah, like life is a big, beautiful mess. We chose to be here.
We didn't.
Yes, we fucking did.
We didn't choose to be
We
here.
chose to be here.
We did not choose to be here.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have that because I'm not gonna sit here and debate with you about.
We
how
didn't choose
chose.
to be here. Nobody actually chose to be here. Mm-mm. Your kids ain't ever said that. I ain't choose to be here.
You chose me.
No, they didn't.
But anywho, is there anything else that you can think of? Because I know those two definitely were on my top list.
Okay, so repeat the question to me again because I feel like I have something else.
Is there anything culturally or stereotypical about where you come from, who you are, that is something that you hate about a group of people, such as your ethnicity or your
Okay, got it.
okay, yeah.
I don't like when you have a child with any level of special needs, and when you try to talk to your peers or your family, friends, core group of acquaintances, that the first thing someone tells you is don't put them on medication. I don't like that. I feel like if you don't understand where a person is, then just listen. Because every time someone says something to you, it doesn't mean it's not
for advice.
exactly. It's not an invitation of give me your opinion. What the fuck you think I should do? You just could be having, a conversation out loud, and someone just happens to hear it and think, oh, well, what you don't want to do is do this. I feel like if you don't understand it, maybe educate yourself so that you can be better informed, or don't say shit.
I think if a lot of people didn't say shit, we might be all right.
But that's the
Because
problem.
everybody has an opinion about any and everything.
Especially things that do not have anything to do with them. Bars. So, gang. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
Okay, I got another question.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm asking this. Does a man's body count matter?
When you say body count,
how many people he killed?
oh yeah, that definitely does matter because you want to know that he can protect a herd.
How many women he fucked?
Fucked?
Mm-hmm. That's what I think body count means.
Okay. Does that matter?
Does it?
Not to me.
I think it matters to a point to where you have some experience.
Or none.
Because some men, okay, it could go either way. If you have a high body count, that does tell me that, you exploring. It should be some red flags, cautions, STDs, babies.
Oh, damn. So
and
what's
it
your
also-
limit from somebody's damn body count? God damn.
And
If it's over 5,
that's
I can't
the
fuck with
negative.
you.
That's the negative.
Oh, okay.
side. But on the positive side, like if they have a high body count, they could have had enough experience to where
That doesn't
they can
necessarily mean
they
that.
have a degree.
Nope.
They
That
have
does
like,
not a
like an
PhD, a doctorate.
expertise.
Nope. That does not mean that at all.
In knowing a woman's.
Nope. Doesn't
Okay,
mean
can
it at
I
all.
finish my motherfucking statement? I mean, it's not a debate, man.
Culturally, this is me giving my opinion to the question that has been asked. So, okay, finish your statement.
Oh, now I can finish. Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate you.
Can I finish? Okay, finish.
So, yeah, so what I was saying was like that could give, because somebody may have taught him something. And one or two of those experiences may have taught him like, hey, you don't just have to pound.
Right.
Look, pay attention to me.
Right.
Listen to my body.
Ride the wave.
This is a dance.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a competition.
Sometimes it can be.
So I mean, there's always pros and cons and everything.
Right, exactly.
Remember that I'm a Libra. You know?
Exactly. That's good. Body count doesn't matter to me. Yeah,
Me
because
neither.
I got some.
I got some bodies.
Got
too.
some mileage. Let me just say. So, yeah, body count doesn't matter to me. So yeah.
Okay. How many children though? Wait a minute. Before we even go there, a woman's body count, does that matter to men?
Yes, men are insecure.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh,
Yeah, never mind. Men are
question
insecure.
asked, question answered.
Men, and then especially if your body count is over their body count, it makes them feel away.
Oh,
It just depends on the type of person that you get with, though. Somebody could care and somebody could care less. So, I mean, I think a man could answer the question better than we could.
Yeah.
To us, we feel like men don't give a shit or men are insecure. They fucking cry.
Yeah.
My bitch ain't been with over 17 people, ho. Yeah. So.
Was it Chris Rock had a joke? Like, was it Bigger and Black? No, it wasn't Bigger and Black, but some bullshit. One of his stand-ups where he was talking about if a woman told you how many she had,
She lying?
she lying.
Yeah.
He's like, it's
Are
a
you sure it
curve
was-
on it. It was Chris Rock.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
he said if she told you she had two, you'd be like, two?
Exactly.
I
Losing
guess
your
that's how
damn
you was
mind.
raised.
Exactly. You a hoe.
You a hoe.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the question that you posed after that? Children? Do children matter? How many children he
How
has?
many
Um, listen, as long as he's taking care of his shit, depending on how many kids he have, I don't know if he gonna be able to fuck with me because
He's gonna be busy.
I'm just saying, you been a dad this weekend too? Like, take a break. Depending on their ages and like, if he's taking care of him, meaning financially, and if he's physically and financially. I've been with men of all spectrums. I've been with some men who have kids that they only brought up when you bring them up. Like, do you ever spend time with your kids? I guess I could get them this. Why the fuck do I have to say it? Exactly. And then I've been with men who are very involved. They go up to the schools. Any type of sport event or anything at the school, they're always involved and they take care of them financially. So, depending on which one you get, it could be exhausting.
Either way.
Either way. It could be, because you also have to recognize you're going to come to this relationship with your children and then now my children. So then
The Brady
we're
Bunch.
married, right? We're married because of these things. You have to make sure you get with someone who has patience, understanding, the finances to take care. And then you also have to consider if he has these children, what is the relationship with the mother of these children? And how involved is she or is she not going to be in your relationship? Because you do have some who stay out the way. Like me, I'm the type of baby mama, I don't give a fuck. As long as he take care of his kids, your relationship or relationship status has nothing to do with me. I don't care. But I'm also not the one secretly on the side, like trying to get back with him or checking him on, you been with that bitch for 3 years and we was together, blah, blah, blah. You ain't never, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that type of baby mama. Take care of your fucking kids. I can give a fuck. Just as long as this bitch not mistreating my kids. Let me say that. But I've also been with men who are not at all involved physically with their baby mamas, but their baby mamas want to have some part in your relationship. Like, you always with this bitch and her kids, you know, what about our kids? Or, you know, when am I gonna meet the bitch? How many times this bitch been around my kids? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But all I can say is respect.
Trauma. That's what
Respect.
that sounds like.
Be fucking respectful.
Ooh, that's trauma.
It's trauma, but it's real.
Yeah. So, Nick Cannon.
Speaking of kids.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's a
See?
good transition. Nick Cannon Wood.
Like, is he a good baby father?
I don't know. He ain't one of mine.
Well, from what we fucking know, okay? You know we know this much, and it's this motherfucking
Right.
big. So,
I
he
again,
keeps having kids.
I can't attest to what this man, how he parents, how involved he is in all these kids' lives, or if they live in the same zip code, and I don't know.
I think he's like everybody else, finding his way. He loves to have children, and he does spend time. From what we see, he spends time with his children. But
But it's still early.
it is definitely still early, and I'm pretty sure he's got to figure out a way to give them as much time as they need, because them motherfuckers need a lot of time from both parents.
Right. I think that's why the parent that is custodial gets the most grief, because I'm always a mom, or I'm always with dad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give them, you know, hell because the other parent isn't physically here. I remember that of myself. My dad raised me and my sibling, and I got this motherfucker grief. And I think I only, on purpose, I think I only cried out for my mother just to, like, piss him off. Like, now that I'm really thinking about it, yeah.
See, kids
Getting a woman and be like, Mama, be fucked it up. You did. That's why the fuck I'm here. So,
kids are cruel.
yeah, kids are cruel. Yeah.
Is that a learned behavior? Kids being cruel? Or is that natural?
A little bit of both. Because, you know, the younger they are, the more, you know, soakable they are. So I believe it's, you know, it's partially a product of the environment.
Okay, we sorry. We got disrespected. There's a fly in the building.
A superfly?
Maybe.
Where? Oh, you know, I have my glasses on, so I can't see shit.
Okay. Let me read this question.
Is it on the teleprompter?
It's on the
teleprompter.
It's the teleprompter.
On the elevator.
Okay, a lady had a bad reaction to hair care, and it's a black hair care product.
Uh-huh. Is this a black lady who used it?
I hope so.
Okay.
I mean, it would be logical. Have you ever had a problem like that? Like, have you ever had a bad reaction to something like
Product?
that? Yeah.
I had a bad reaction to hair at one point, but it's because I didn't follow the instructions. It said
What?
I didn't follow the instructions.
Oh, okay.
So it says pre-wash, and this was before you know, the pre-wash, pre-condition, right? And the chemicals were taken out. Hair used to last longer. Hair, like some things, does have an expiration date. Mm-hmm. So to make this cheaper synthetic hair last longer, they would put chemicals. And so I braided my entire head, and then my scalp was on fire. So I did not shampoo or condition, you know, all the stuff that was in the hair. And so my scalp got really, really irritated. And I tried to oil it, and I tried to do everything, but I literally just had to take the hair out of my head. It was, my scalp was splitting and bleeding and breaking. It was horrible.
Oh,
it was horrible.
Fudge.
Yeah.
Have I ever had one?
To hair care products or hair?
I don't. I'm a lazy person when it comes to hair care.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm cheap.
Is that why your hair looks so nice right now?
So I don't know if I've spent anything. I remember one time I did get a sew in, and I hated that shit.
Why?
Cause it was itching all the time. My scalp was itching all the time. I'm assuming because it was dry. But having that shit on there and it was so tight.
Yeah.
And it was just the most uncomfortable feeling I ever had. I never done it again.
Yeah.
Actually, my first passport picture is me having that sewing.
Really?
Okay, but anyway, no, that was it.
And I've spent money on products.
And the Head and Shoulders didn't do nothing for you.
No, I literally had to take it out. I had to take it out, and I plastered my scalp with conditioner and mint and the tea tree oil. I literally had to nurse it back to health. But it was so sensitive and dry. I just couldn't. So yeah.
Rest in peace
To the dry
to
scalp.
the synthetic hair.
That we no longer have to worry about.
They fixed that problem.
Exactly.
See, that's how you save the world.
One scalp at a time.
One black woman at a time.
Why is that so culturally acceptable
What?
to be plastic and fake?
Because that's what we see every day on TV.
But do we respect that more than natural beauty? It's like if you don't have the exaggerated baby hairs, if you don't have the meltdown laces on, the eyelashes, the exaggerated like nails and stuff.
To me, it takes away
from the natural beauty.
It's like you're hiding yourself.
Right.
You're masking.
Right.
And because that's what everybody else is doing, it's a trend.
Right.
Even from wearing wigs. People are doing it because it's socially acceptable. And if you're doing something that's not socially acceptable, of course,
you're not popular.
Right. So we're still in high school.
Right. Right.
Even as adults, we're still doing the same 12 steps of life, like over and over again.
Right.
Because I honestly believe that a grown-up is a motherfucking child when they have tantrums. Like
adults do have tantrums.
Yeah, I'm working in customer service. I see adults have tantrums and
daily.
Not logically think through a situation. They
Daily.
React.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, sidebar.
Oh shit.
Yesterday, I went to work, and we have like these little meetings in the morning, and we were told to follow follow the maintenance mileage.
Okay.
Per the owner's manual.
Right. Okay.
For certain model vehicles.
Okay.
And that we need to be watching out for when people come in to have these services done and they're not on schedule.
Okay.
They're too early usually.
Okay.
It's better to be early than be late.
Right.
Side note.
No sludge.
There you go. So I got instantly pissed because I'm like, okay. Don't put that on us.
Right.
That is not our fault. It starts in the motherfucking sales department.
Right.
It goes from there to when they get the car and they do their little pre-purchase inspection bullshit. All of that is right there. So when the motherfucker come in, it's really too late for me to say, hey, it ain't time, go home.
You haven't told anybody that?
No, I just told myself that.
Okay.
Again.
But do you tell people this, customers?
I do.
You're like, oh, that's your grade.
I'm like, you're too early. Look. Let me show you. Click.
Yeah.
You see, you got 2,000 miles. But I got 5,000 miles. Your car is smart.
Right. It'll let you know when it's time,
you.
right?
When you see that light, you see that little thing right there, you see that thing, come on.
So what you do when somebody come in and they say 0 time until maintenance? Like it say due right now. What you do?
Okay, let's do it.
Bitch,
right
hurry
now.
up. Get out the car.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, get out. Move, move. Give me the key.
I was that
got
person.
you. I'm gonna save your life.
I was that person. Mine said at first it went from 70%, 70%, 60, 50, 40. Then it just stopped counting after 40%. Like, maintenance due soon, maintenance due soon, maintenance due soon, maintenance due soon. I got in the car a few days ago and it's like, maintenance due now.
Like, bitch.
I'm just going to start flashing at this point. I'm not even going to start if you don't fucking take me to go get service.
It just said, bitch.
Exactly.
Now. Take your ass. Look, I'm a driver.
I was like, okay, fine. Let me go. I'm going to go get a oil change, guys. I'll be back. Yeah.
What time is it?
It's time to wrap this shit up.
Oh, one more question.
Okay.
Did you see that Tia Mowry's divorcing her husband? I forgot his name. Corey
Hardick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that over a month ago. What about it?
Oh, okay. Is that news to
No.
you? Oh, okay. Well, she just confirmed it.
She didn't.
She didn't what? She didn't confirm it?
That she's divorcing her husband?
Yeah.
She's...
Okay. Even after divorce, can the marriage be deemed a success?
Yes, you can successfully
Tia
get
said
out.
that hers was.
Yes, you can successfully get out.
I believe that. I think everybody put their time and their efforts in, and it's like leaving a job. Like, you know when to exit.
Absolutely. I've always considered relationships and work ships, okay? Anything with a ship, to be the same. I've always compared relationships to a job or a career. You're excited to get in it. You want to be there for the long haul. And then one day you wake up and realize, I'm not happy here anymore. This isn't giving me a great sense of peace, or I no longer have the support that I was looking for, or that I need.
I'm outgrown.
Exactly. And so when you no longer have that support or communication, I've had this, y'all know, I just recently had to quit. I was just like, I've been in this business for a long time, but I just was like, the best thing for me to do is to get out right now. And although it was scary, it was the best decision I could have made for myself and for my family, because it was mentally draining. It was affecting my home life, my work life. I got to the point where I silently quit, only going there doing just enough to survive to the next paycheck. But it was too much.
That was even exhausting.
Exactly. And then to even communicate it. So, sometimes in relationships, you don't communicate all of what you're feeling. But then when you get to the point to where you both sit down, you say, let's have a real conversation. Let's talk about what's unhealthy. Let's talk about how we feel. Let's talk about how I may have made you feel, or vice versa. I did that for myself. I did communicate. I'm not a person that can just sit there for too long and not say shit. So I communicated, and I was met with so much gratefulness.
So people tell me you should be grateful.
You should be grateful that you're still here.
What?
You only have no time to say that to me. Like, is that really what you want to say to me? And then you go to communicate, I need help. I need support. This is too much. It doesn't make sense. You want me to do these things. How can I prioritize? And they both are important. But
Equally.
I'm unable to do both at the same time. So that was an unhealthy
relationship.
That was an unhealthy relationship, and I had to leave.
Divorce.
I just had to grab what I could, and I had to fucking go. And I did. And I feel better. I felt better. My household is a lot lighter because of it. And it was better for me. So even though I lost the time that I put in, the amount of vacation, the amount of sick, bereaved, whatever. I was just like, fuck it. I'll just start all over because I'm not happy. And nobody around me is happy. So it was time.
Yeah, that's a whole. That's
And
a
on that
divorce.
note, it's time. It's time for us to go. So if you like more of what you saw today, please share. I wanted to say subscribe first. Do it in order. So please like, share, and subscribe to Everything Talking Pink. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. To that right there. Right there.
I'm Vanna White. Move your finger. I got this.
See, I can't even do it.
You see?
Fuck
I'm
it.
doing it.
Everything Talking Pink. If you want merchandise, you can go to our
Website.
get some merchandise. Follow us, like us on, all social sites. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can look us up, listen, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when we upload again. Drop some new content.
And don't forget to look at our TikTok.
Yeah, we funny. To us.
To a lot of people.
Yeah, we have fun making you laugh. 'Cause most times we don't know what we're doing.
So you can laugh at us and with us at the same time.
Because we laughing.
Because we fucking laughing
Here,
right
here.
now.
Laughing.